co-founder of The Habit Guys. Welcome to another episode of Prospecting Adventures. Where you guys coming in from? Tell me who's in here. I'm activating right now YouTube, turning that on. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I see Dulce there. Those of you in YouTube as well, how you doing? What's going on? We're going to talk about expireds today. We're going to finalize the script process of expireds. Let me make sure everyone is here. All right, members. And what's going on? So guys, this week we're going to go over expireds. I'm not sure how many of you guys are actually prospecting with two expireds, but now with all the changes happening, right? There's a lot of changes happening, right? With the settlement with NAR, and people are just worried about it. And guys, now more than ever, bottom line, it's much more important now, right? That we build our own database, right? Relationships, that we own the listing side of the business as well, right? That we work on our communication skills, right? So all these things that are happening in our space, I just want to let you guys know it's okay. Don't worry about it. Like it's not going to be a bad thing. There's going to be some changes, right? Like anything, there's going to be some changes, and some of them might be difficult at first, but like anything, over time, we just got to work on the things that we can control, like our communication style, the way we communicate to not just our to cold leads, but warm leads, our clients, and how we set expectations. So it's going to be a lot of good things. I really feel like the relationship business is not going anywhere. And oh, Leslie, I have no sound. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Dulce, Mickey, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me over there? Those of you on YouTube, are you guys able to hear me? I want to make sure the sound is working. All right. Anyone else? Hello. Is it working, guys? Hello. Can you guys hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? Make sure you guys can drop in the comment section. You guys are able to hear me. But bottom line, guys, is we got to get better at communicating, setting the right expectations with clients, right? Building our own pipeline, having that all settled out is what it's all about. And today we're going to go over the last part of our expired scripts. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys download the scripts. If you guys want to grab those, it's habitguys.com/free. Habitguys.com/free is the site to download the scripts that we're going to go over. Because guys, calling for sell by owners and expireds, getting listings, my gosh, it's now more important than ever with everything happening, right? So you want to make sure, I'm telling you guys, if you're not calling for sell by owners, expires, and your sphere, man, I'm telling you, you're missing out. One of our students today just got 2 listing appointments from calling the sphere, okay? Like, it's just, deals are happening every single day. And we have to focus on the one that we can control, which is prospecting, right? We want to make sure that we're prospecting and doing everything that we can to make those calls and have those conversations. But now, let's get better at speaking. And today is the last part of reviewing the expired script. We went over first base, right? Second base, third base. Let's go over third and home. But when it comes to expireds, I definitely want to recap what's going over on there. So let's definitely make sure to do it. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to share with you guys my screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen for just a second. All right. So yeah, let's go over expireds, guys, because I'm telling you all, more than ever, it's much more important now to make sure that we're going for listings, right? This is what we've been doing for so long, and now even more than ever, it's getting after those listings, but having the right conversations, okay? So today's agenda is going over. Don't just download scripts, guys, and not know how to use them. We're going to recap the script to make sure you guys know what you're saying and why you're saying on the phone. So we're going to go over expireds today. And more than ever, like I said, this is the time where agents, you have to double down on your talent. You have to double down on your skill set, because how many of you are just reaching an end of your skill set? Reaching the end of, you don't know how to prospect anymore in a better way. or communicate better or better productivity habits, whatever it is, a lot of you have reached the end of your skill sets and you have to, now we got to get better at it. Okay. Now, before I get into the expires training, like many of you know, and I think now with this whole news coming out with the settlement of NAR, I think a lot of agents are going to quit the business even more now. I believe the bar has been raised even more of agent skill sets having to be shown more than ever now. Now, you know, the weak will go away. Those that were just kind of like in between careers, and I don't know if I should do this or not, and not taking real estate seriously. I think a lot of those agents will go away, and a lot of agents are just going to steer away from prospecting, and a lot of agents are just going to quit the business. And that's what's happening. It's what's been happening in real estate. And we're going to see a lot of that in the next 12 months because of this news. Also, a lot of agents leaving, but also for those of you that stay, that decide to get better, that stick to prospecting, right? Building relationships and improving your skill sets. Those agents that get past this, I'm telling you, we're going to look back and say, man, I'm so glad this happened. This was so good for the business. Okay. But what's happening is this though, agents, you guys know you need to prospect. You know you need to have thousands of conversations, but what's stopping you is your habits, right? Your habits are following you. Every single day, you know what to do, but you're just not doing it. And it's not a motivation problem. It's not a resource problem. It's not a tools problem. It's not a broker's problem. It's not a market problem. It's not a settlement problem. It's a habit problem. Because how many of you know you need to prospect, but you just don't? Or know you need to follow up, but you just don't, right? So we know that, okay, Andy, I got to prospect, I got to do this, right? And that's what we do, guys. We teach you exactly how to build the habit of prospecting, so you do it, whether you feel like it or you don't. And that's who we are. We're the habit guys. So for those of you that are just coming in for the first time this week, there's my business partner, Michael Manrique. And we're partners with various companies. One of our favorites is RedX, where they make prospecting super easy. And we actually make sure you prospect, which is super powerful. Okay. And we have our best selling books. If you want to check out that book, go right ahead and do so. It's called Habit House. You can check it out on Amazon. All right. So if you want to learn how to break those bad habits, create those good habits, grab yourself a copy there. It's called Habit House. But that's who we are. We want to make sure you guys build the right habit. And more than ever in this economy, in this marketplace, with everything kind of shifting right before our eyes, if you're not prospecting, you're going to be left behind. With the way technology is going, the way with these new laws coming out, guys, we got to go back to basics even more now. Building relationships has been more, it's always been important, but now it's even more important with everything changing and happening. Okay. So the key is this though, you won't prospect unless you understand what you're doing on that call. Okay. Like why you're calling, what are you saying when you are talking to somebody? How do you say something? Because I don't know if you guys are actually practicing your scripts, if you guys are actually rehearsing it live, if you have an accountability partner or whatever it is. It's so important that you actually practice your scripts. Okay. That's why part of our coaching is we listen to your phone calls, right? We listen to your calls because you may think you're prospecting, but so many agents just kind of wing it and they just say whatever comes to their mind and they don't know why they say certain things. So that's why I want to go over. I'm going to go over here. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right, check out the screen. Let me know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see my screen that says expired script? Let me know in the chat. Can you guys see my screen? And by the way, if you want to pick up a copy of the script, we're going to go over it. Go to habitguys.com/free to pick up your copy. Becca, Leslie, how you doing, guys? So I'm going to recap a little bit about what we talked about last week, and then we're going to finish off with second and third and home, okay? But first base, if you guys look at the notes here, right, we want to go around the corners, the four corners of connection. That's why we have bases like baseball. And the goal is to go around these bases. A lot of agents just stop on first base when someone says no for the first time and they stop. The top producers, the agents that are kicking butt out there are the agents who get through being told no. Okay. So that's why we put the bases here, because if they tell you no on first base, you just go to second base. Now, by the way, so expireds, you're going to hear no on first base a lot. Okay, so be ready for it. For sell by owners, you don't hear no on first base. First base is the strategy going in. For sell by owners, right? It's like, hey, is that property still in the market? You're still interested? Yeah, sure. You're going to get a lot of yeses for sell by owners. On expireds, for sell by owners first base, where you go over, hey, quick question. You weren't expecting my call, but do you mind if I ask you a quick question? Obviously, if they say no here, you just hang up the phone. Okay, guys, if they say no there, just hang up the phone. And then you go right into, hey, I saw your property is no longer on the market. Wanted to know, did you sell it privately or is it still available? Okay, still available. Great. Listen, the property not selling startled me a little bit. I was wondering, when your agent gave you feedback and weekly updates, did they tell you and give you a plan as to why it didn't sell and what they were going to do next? Did they give you a plan? Oh, cool, cool, great. Now listen, if it sold, were you planning to buy something nearby or move something else? Were you going somewhere else? Got it. Listen. So you'll get a lot of expires that are like, oh no, I'm already working with another agent. Oh no, you're going to get a lot of no's in this, okay? Which is normal, but that's why you need to go right to second base, okay? Obviously, if they keep saying yes and they're doing great here, great. Listen, oh my gosh, like, before I let you go, do you have any? Can I ask you two more questions? Yeah, sure. Listen, your home looks great. Why are you even selling the home in the first place, right? We're finding out the motivation. And then, hey, are you still considering offers on the property if it made sense financially and you wouldn't need to worry about the process? And it was a lot cleaner and easier and you knew what was going on, right? Is that something you have a problem with at this point? No, no, I'm good. I can do it. Okay, great. Before I let you go, recommendation. So this is great, right? You want to get that meeting. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Awesome. First base. A lot of times, though, you're going to hear no. Okay. But this is why you guys have got to make sure you guys have, all right, that you guys have second base nailed down. And with expireds, you need it more than anybody. All right. So second base, all right, is the vendor connection. If they say no, I'm not interested. Um, if they tell you, oh no, I'm not going to sell it anymore. But oh no, really? Why? What happened? What's going on? Okay, definitely be curious as to what happened and what's going on. But if they're like, oh, I got another realtor. I'm good. You'll get a lot of no, I'm good. We're gonna relist it. Of course, find out. Oh well, what happened? Like, why didn't it sell the first time? If they're, you always want to find out, of course, why it didn't sell the first time. But if they're like, no, no, I'm good. Thank you so much for calling. But I already have a realtor. Okay, great. You're gonna get that a lot. So you'll go, listen, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, awesome. Makes a lot of sense. Can I ask you one more or two more questions before we hang up? There you go, right? I'm telling you guys, this is a muscle you need to develop. If someone tells you no, to still be able to ask them, well, listen, that's awesome. You have another realtor. Oh, you already got another realtor already. Oh, awesome. Okay. You already signed with them already? Or oh, okay, cool, cool. All right. Well, listen. Um, can I ask you one or two more questions before you hang up? And remember, don't sound depressed. Don't sound hurt that they have another agent, right? Just say, hey, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You have another agent? Oh, cool. Listen, out of curiosity, I know we haven't met. I love this. I know we haven't met before. It's a lean out. I like this. But my goal is to be the go to resource in the area. And I know a lot of professionals, amazing professionals. And I wanted to know, do you need any vendors? Like, do you need a moving company? Do you need a lender? Do you guys need a title company? Do you guys need a plumber? You insert the professionals. This is something we teach in our coaching students. You guys need to have two or three vendors in your back pocket that know you, that trust you, that you've already spoken to and told them, hey, I'm going to be sending you people. Okay. Because it goes both ways, that you'll send them people and for them to send you people as well. Right. That's a strategy we teach with the sphere, is to make sure you know how to promote and connect with vendors and build your business, a referral business through vendors as well. But one of our partners, is a company called Good Greek Moving Company. And Good Greek Movers, they're awesome because now I know in the back of my mind, I'm always going to ask, hey, Yeah, do you need a moving company? Oh yeah, wait, listen, they're awesome. You can get up to $500 of supplies for free with them. They're freaking phenomenal. Do you need help with them, or okay? Oh my gosh, that'll be great. Or no, no, it's okay. Or ask, do you need any other vendors or anybody else? Right? Do you need any of the services? Obviously, if they say yes, you'll send them the information. You'll send it by email. Say, hey, I'll send you their information by email as soon as we hang up. What's your best email address? Boom, right? Excellent. Can I ask you one more question? And this is also home, okay? Hypothetically, if you couldn't sell your house in the next 30 to 45 days, and I really don't want this to happen, would you at least think about meeting me so we can talk about other options? So on second base, this is pretty much home, so you guys know, okay? So you can just end it right there. That's it. Because home is that exact phrase right here. That's it. Okay. Because by the end of that conversation, everybody, so you want to be very clear that yes, okay, you're with another agent. That's fine. Okay. Do you need any connection? Do you need any vendors? Remember, guys, the way you handle this is very important because if you can't handle their objections, they're gonna think you're not gonna be able to handle negotiating for me if I were to hire you. So the better you guys are at handling objections, it's also you're doing a better job of the audition. Okay. Remember, this is an audition. You're auditioning for the opportunity to be their realtor. Okay. Very important to understand there what the motivation is to sell. Okay, that's fine. So if someone's telling you, someone told me on Facebook, guys, if someone's telling you it's too personal when asked what their motivation to sell is, then hey, listen, then that's fine. That sounds like somebody that's just not something for you. Okay, and that's fine. But you want to get to understand like what why they are moving, what they're moving. But hey, but if they're saying it's too personal, then not a problem at all. Then just keep on going. You can if it's just not the right person for you, just let you know. All right. But that does happen. You can still tell them, okay, well, that's just a backhanded way for them to just not be interested in doing business with you. But if they're saying no to you on that, that's too personal. Okay, well, listen, no, not a problem at all. Are you being worked? Are you being helped with by anybody, or this and that, or whatever it is? And if they're still standoffish, then I would go right to second base. That's a perfect opportunity to right to second base. Okay, guys. So this second base, you're gonna get a lot with exp with expires. Okay, expireds will tend to get you to second base a lot. Like I said, for sell by owners, guys, if you haven't, you should be calling for sell by owners first. I'm telling you, that's a phenomenal, like the lowest hanging fruit would be sphere, but I would say for sell by owners from a cold perspective, it's the warmest. And then expireds next, obviously. Because for sell by owners, just they're expecting your calls, right? And they have a no BS attitude to them, and I love it. And that's why our scripts do so well. Just no BS. It's right to the point, permission based asking, and we keep the party going. Now, if they shoot you down here in first base, you go right to second base, right? Hey, I know we have, and by the way, I strongly recommend you guys think about people, a struggle in your neighborhood with vendors. Because I live in Miami. So it's tough to find good landscaping companies here. People that cut your grass. It's hard to find. Hey, do you need someone that can cut your grass? Or also handymen. It's tough to find a good handy person that's honest and affordable here in Miami. So you better believe I'm recommending handymen that I find that are pretty good because they're hard to find. So if you're asking yourself, Andy, what do I do? Who do I use? As professionals, you need to have at least 2 or 3 vendors that you've spoken to, and you're going to talk to them and let them know, hey, I'm a local real estate agent. I'm going to be recommending you, right? And I'm going to connect those people to you. Is that okay? Of course. Okay, great. And then when you talk to these people, guys, and you're prospecting, and let's just say this person says, you know what, man, I do need help with moving. Great. So you'll connect them by email, and then you'll contact the moving company, which in my case with my team and what we do is Good Greek. We're like, hey man, Good Greek, man, this person, Nancy, She needs help with moving. I wanted you to connect. I wanted you to connect with her. So then that's going to help your vendor see that you truly are connecting them with people, that it's just not a bunch of fluff. Because how many people say they're going to send them people, but they don't? So that's why having the right conversation with the vendors, okay, is so important. Let them know, hey, and that's why I can't wait to get to second base. Because think about it, if you truly have somebody that you really want to recommend to somebody, I can't wait to talk about that here. I can't wait. So that's why I'm telling you now, guys, as your homework assignment, have vendors in your back pocket that you truly care about, that truly give value, because that's going to increase your success at saying this. Because if you don't have anybody, it's going to sound fake. You're not going to sound believable. You're not going to believe it. All right. So, guys, remember here, we're all about being open, about being transparent here and being authentic. Okay. So, have these vendors lined up for yourself. All right. And you want to make sure you have them ready to go. All right. And that you have a point of contact to connect them with to do that. Because I can't wait to tell people about the moving company, about the landscaping company, about the handyman, right? That's awesome. I would love to connect them because I know what it's like to have a bad vendor, to have bad work being done, and I want to help people out. And it comes across that way. You succeed when you're being real, okay? So I'm spending time on this because I don't want you guys to download our scripts and not know what the heck you're saying. And then if you don't understand what we're saying, you're not going to use it. And the worst thing you guys can have is like 5 different scripts and you don't use any of them the right way. Because every script has its purpose. Okay. And you can see here with what we do here at Habit Guys, we grab the best of the best scripts. We put it together with habits and sales psychology. We've tested this out ourselves, me as a top producing agent, us as coaches, us as team leaders. We have agents that use this on our team. Our coaching students use this. They're successful with it. It's proven. There's no need for you to reinvent the wheel. That's it. Okay. So that's why I spend time walking you through this process so you guys can understand why second base is the way it is. Okay. And what you have to do to become really good at second base. And then third base is simple. And the next question, if they're like, no, I'm good. I don't need any vendors. I'm good to go. Okay, listen. Hey, I understand completely. Can I ask you one final question? Right? You want to make sure you say final so they can understand that you're about to finish the conversation. If you couldn't sell your house in the next 30 to 45 days, and I really don't want this to happen, would you at least think about meeting me to talk about other options? Right? This is great because now you're asking this question. You're asking the question after trying to help. Okay? This is important because in second base, you try to help them, right? Second base. People can see like, damn, man, this person really wants to help out. Wow. Okay. First base is getting right to it. Hey, man, can I ask you a question? Listen, is your property in the market? You're going right to business. There's no like, hey, how's the weather doing? And there's no BS. We go right to it. Let's go. Can I ask you a question? Yes or no? No, we hang up. We call someone else. They say yes. I got control of the conversation. We go right to business. Motivation. Great. Boom. Business. Awesome. Second base, you're giving value. You're coming in with the heart to help them out. Oh, business, that door shut down? Okay. Second base is about me giving you value. I still want to help you out though, so they can see my heart. Okay. And then I'm going to put that in there too, so people can see here. That's the business base, right? And then here, I'm going to put, they see your heart, the heart. They see your heart right there. And then third base home, you go right to the ask of, all right, this is business. Flat out asking them for the business. Asking them, hey, man, Are you open to having a conversation in the next 30 to 45 days if your property doesn't sell again? And I hope it doesn't. I want you to sell it. I really do. Okay. But if it doesn't, are you open to having a conversation with me about other options? Because you want to ask the black and white question. Okay. And if they say no, great. You move on, you hang up, have a great day. If they say yes, boom, they've raised their hand. You put them in your follow up system, and boom, you go from there. All right. Awesome, Leslie. I'm glad you did. And that's why I want to spend time with this, because what I don't want to be is I don't want to be a company, guys, where you just download our stuff and you don't know how to use it. Guys, that's why we have a training tomorrow. Okay. So if you guys want help with for sale by owners, tomorrow we're doing a for sale by owner training at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to walk you through the process of how to handle for sale by owners and also how to handle the follow-up. We're going to give you the follow-up system step by step for everyone that joins tomorrow at 12 p.m. We're going to give you our follow-up system of when to follow up with somebody, what to say, everything for sale by owners. Okay. And that's what we do here, Leslie. And I'm glad you found that valuable, because that's what you should have, right? Awesome. I'm glad, Leslie, you signed up already for it. Good, good. Because you're going to see, we want to make sure you guys are equipped for that phone call. And it's a no BS phone call. Because if you have a BS conversation script, you're going to feel like a total salesperson. You're going to feel like a fake, and you're going to piss people off. So that's why I've spent the past couple of weeks going over the expired script base by base, so you guys can understand our base philosophy, our base foundation, so you guys can understand what that is and why we do what we do, why we say what we say, what to expect, right? You're going to get a lot of people that say no. So when I call next week, you guys will you'll hear me call next week. I'm going to get a lot of people that are like, oh, I already have a realtor. Oh, great. Listen, did you already sign with them? Or you're good with them? No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, great. Boom. Well, listen, that's awesome. Can I ask you one more question before I let you go? Boom. And I go right to second base, right? Like, you have to expect the no on these, which I get, and be ready for the no, and be genuinely happy for them if they say no to you. Because if they say no to you, then they're truly doing what they think is the best thing for them. And you want what the best thing is for them, right? But obviously, we want to stay in touch with them just in case things don't go right. So that's why you owe it to yourself to know what to say no to you. And if they say no to you on first base, what do you say on second base? And if they say no to you on second base, how to go to third base and how to go home. And if they say no to you on all four bases, guess what? That's a huge win. Think about it. If you're able to be told no 4 times, and you're going to be like, oh man, and I didn't die. Wow, I got in and out of that conversation pretty well, and I didn't piss anybody off. Guys, your belief system starts to change. That's why we love our scripts. Use our scripts. Throw away the other scripts, because these scripts are the ones that psychologically work, that get you to do the script and the highest conversion of a script, okay? Because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got through all those bases. I got told no, and I trust myself more. I believe in myself more, right? I didn't die. Exactly, Leslie, right? You'll be like, oh my gosh, that wasn't so bad. And then you call the next person. And the more positive experiences, even if you're told no, the more positive experiences you have prospecting, the more likely you are to make more calls. But if your script sucks, if you don't practice, right, then you're going to piss people off. So that's why it's so important to understand the bases. What do I say on first base? You don't have to be a robot, guys, but you do have to have a process, right? First base, second base, third base, home. You need to have that nailed down, the process, okay? So guys, that was awesome. Okay, now you understand expired a little bit more in detail. Tomorrow, I'm welcoming you guys to our for sale by owner training. We're giving away to everyone that attends our follow-up system. We're going to give it out to you for everyone that shows up for free, but you have to show up. And what else? Some other goodies there that we're going to be giving out also, okay? And guys, and in this market, with everything changing, you guys have to be really good now, even more on relationship building. on for sale by owners, on expireds, on your sphere, because the days of the buying agent now and getting leads, that's kind of a lot harder now, right? Now it's time for us to be more in control of our database, like you should have been, but it's okay. We don't worry about the past. We worry about the future, right? We worry about now. That's why you have to have the habit of prospecting and building your pipelines intentionally. Also, guys, remember, if you need help, if you need leads, you need FISBOs and expires to call, and you want a coupon, remember, we're partners with RedX. If you want a coupon, a coupon to save you about 150 bucks off of RedX, just shoot us an email at info@habitguys, and we'll shoot you a coupon code, okay? For RedX, actually, I'll just keep it here. There, I'll put it in the chat section there. So if you guys want to, you need leads, you're like, Andy, who do I call? I need FISBOs, expireds, guys, get onto RedX. And tomorrow, we're gonna show you how to use RedX in a follow-up system. So tomorrow, if you thought about RedX or you have no idea what it is and you need a system and you need leads and all that, RedX is the way to go. So tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to use RedX, and then I'm going to give you guys resources, the follow-up system, the exact follow-up system of how to use RedX. It's going to be awesome. So you don't want to miss it out tomorrow. Okay, guys? So guys, thank you so much for being here. Tune in next week to our next prospecting adventures, where we are going to make some phone calls, and let's go. You get to see me in action, which is going to be awesome. And then tomorrow is the For Sale by Owner Masterclass. So jump in. Okay, good. I'm in the no idea group. Awesome, Leslie. Don't worry about it. Charlene, what's going on? That's what we're here for, Leslie. We're here to help you guys out. All right. So not a problem at all. So jump in that masterclass. And also, guys, we have a Facebook group. I didn't talk about this as well. We have a Facebook group. If you're not part of the prospecting family, jump in that Facebook group as well. All right. All right, guys. I love you all so much. Have an amazing rest of the day. And we'll talk on the next one. Bye, guys.